We got bigger core fish to fry. You're going to want to take a look at this.
So this is basically going to be a horrifically bad loss, but they miss the dual wing beat, and this is huge. Because guys got KO'd Murder 4 months, and suddenly we are right back in this.
What exactly am I looking at here, Murphy? So another schmuck gets on the wrong side of Lady Luck and Flowers. This is Draft League City, kid. This shit's a dime a dozen. Hell, I ain't gonna weep for him. I've seen fewer Zubats in a cave than this kind of stuff.
Check it out. The incident from 8 years ago.
So this is basically going to be a horrifically bad loss, but he misses a Stone Edge, and that is huge. Because Stone Edge KO'd my other 2 mons, and suddenly we are right back in this.
Damn near same words, Striker. Can't be a coincidence.
Parasect Germain? I thought that son of a bitch got out of the game years ago. Run of bad luck in 17. What the hell's he doing back?
There's more. Looks like our man got his hands on a certain file.
My God.
Yellow?
Murph. Long time no speak.
Jesus Christ, Max! Where the hell have you been?
Been taking care of some business elsewhere. Had to get out of Draft League City. Much going on there lately?
Not that I've heard. Hard to say who's running things, but apart from building some whacking great stadium in the city centre, ain't much movement from anybody.
Stadium, huh? Interesting. That got anything to do with this tournament I heard rumors of?
Oh, that? Ain't just rumours, Max. This OG fella's been putting it together, calling it One Last Ride.
Well, that's ominous.
Tell me about it. Heard your boy Shroom's been invited.
Shit. If he's taking part in this, there's bound to be some people he has scores to settle with involved, too. I don't like the sound of that.
Oi. 2 biggies right here on the manifest. Who and Seabad.
Oh, son of a... Oh, he's not gonna like that. You know if he's got a team sorted?
No clue, Max. Ain't spoken to him.
Well, that's gonna have to change. You know my old office? I still have some contact cards there. I need you to see who you can rustle up. I may not be able to come to Draft League City, but I can do what I can from here.
Copy that. I'll do what I can.
Appreciate it. And Murph, you might as well start using your real name. Mine and Shroom's enemies are well connected. If they're involved in this tournament, a code name's not gonna stop them from getting to you. Best of luck, Paul.
Right. Better get on that. I don't know why people started calling me Murph. Guess it was just easier. But that ain't me. My name's Detective Paul O'Finn, formerly at the DLPD. Not that it really exists anymore here in Draft League City. Things sure had changed since Max Striker left. He told me what had been happening, of course, and Chase and his consortium were still active somewhere, albeit a bit quieter than before. That's how it goes when bigger things are happening. See, there was another player in town. They called him the OG, and while it didn't look like he was vying for citywide power or anything, he did seem to be making moves in the entertainment industry. Last few weeks he'd been advertising his new tournament. One Last Ride, he was calling it. All sounded a bit final, but I didn't have time to dwell on that. Coach Shroom was one of the invitees, along with a bunch of people he'd had run-ins with before. People who'd knocked him out of seasons, taken big wins over him, all that draft league nonsense. Either way, Max didn't want to take any retributive risks, so he put me in contact with the lad, told me to help him put together a team, keep an eye on things. One of the last things he did was direct me to his old office. He still had contacts when it came to building squads, and we had first pick of the bunch, so I signed up one of the biggest threats going. Unrivaled offensive power, unpredictability, and speed. Not a bad start. But we ran into problems almost immediately. All Striker's former contacts, the ones who'd fought alongside Shroom successfully, were getting snapped up by other competitors. So I had to get creative. Approached a couple of wildcards. They'd been part of this scene for decades, and they were both versatile monsters in their own right, but Shroom had never had them on a team before. Felt like time to change that. I had my eye on a few of Striker's other reliable suggestions, but once again, by the time I'd persuaded the old hands to sign on, most of the others had already been signed by other coaches. Thankfully, I didn't need to do anything to find our next team member. They approached me. Striker had gotten them out of a bad spot in organised crime, unmasked them, and had them support Shroom in a previous league, and now they were only too happy to return the favour. And they brought a couple of friends with him. One was a newbie, another one who'd never been on any of Shroom's teams, but was a big up-and-comer in the world of anti-disruption. Both these guys have been messing with that terrestrialization for this one too. And the other was an enforcer who'd helped Shroom to one of his more successful seasons in the past. A protector with the ability to punch holes. Sounded like our kind of guy. The last two team members were risky. Both had pedigree at lower levels, and both had the potential to turn the tides of battle, as long as the conditions were right. They weren't my first choices, but at this stage, I didn't have many choices left. I figured it would be good enough to get some results. Look, this kind of thing isn't my area of expertise. Right, I'm far more used to chasing down bad guys than prepping coaches for draft league combat. But hey, if this is to be one last ride, without Max Striker to be the hero, Detective Paul O'Finn may as well give it a crack.